इतना सफर कुछ होने में और बहुत कुछ होने में। इतना सा फर्क है एक बार सोच के छोड़ देने में और लग के कर दिखाने में। मान लेने में कि जिंदगी ऐसे ही कटेगी और सुबह 4 बजे उठ के सोचने में कि अभी तो बस शुरुआत है। किसी मैगजीन को हाथ में लेने में और उसी मैगजीन के कवर पेज पे होने में इतना सा ही तो फर्क है। वीआईपी सीट में और उसकी पिछली सीट में इतना सा ही तो फर्क है। वो जिसका मैदान ही खुला आसमान है, वही कल जमीन पर तो था। पूछोगे तो बताएगा वो पंछी, ये एक दायरे में सिमटने में और पूरी दुनिया को दायरा बनाने में बस इतना सा फर्क है। इतना कितना है? इतना है या इतना है? जो नापेगा वो जाने कि जहां धरती और आसमान मिलते हैं, नानकुर से दूर, अगर मगर शायद से दूर, वहां भी दोनों में फर्क बस इतना सा है। धरती और 7वें आसमान में फर्क बस इतना सा है। ये एक अंतर प्रेरणा है। ये हमारी, आपकी, हम सब की अंतर प्रेरणा है। एक कदम, एक छलांग, एक बाजी, एक गहरी सांस और एक ललकार खुली हवाओं में कि हाँ मैं बना हूं उन फिजाओं के लिए, कि हाँ मैं बना हूं उन ऊंचाइयों के लिए जो ऊंची तो बहुत है पर नामुमकिन भी नहीं, क्योंकि मुमकिन और नामुमकिन में बस इतना सा फर्क। धूप छांव में फर्क बस इतना सा। तो बस चलिए फ्रेंचाइज इंडिया के साथ ये फर्क मिटा देते हैं। फ्रेंचाइज इंडिया, 20 years of ideas.
A very good afternoon to all the potential business buyers, as well as our friends, those who have joined us today for this particular webinar. I, Archana Sharma, along with the entire team of Franchise India, welcomes you to our digital representation of the business opportunity which we have got for you under our digital series, Business Opportunity with Chai. This is a 45-minute session where we have invited the brand team to talk about their business model as well as franchise option which they have got for you. So please maximize this particular event. Use question and answer box to share your feedback as well as queries. Franchise India is Asia's largest integrated franchise solution company, which is helping day in, day out all the potential business buyers in getting the business solutions as well as franchise options from our side. And we truly claim no one sells more business than us, because we have helped more than 80,000 investors in getting the business solutions from our side. It is our privilege to welcome management team of Franchise India, Gaurav sir and Sonia ma'am. During the course of the webinar, they'll be talking about franchise options as well as they'll be sharing their viewpoints and suggestions with each one of us so that we take a conscious decision of selecting the right franchise for us. The business opportunity which we have got for each one of you is Ximi Vouge. It's an international fast fashion retail brand. They have a strong presence in India with 66 plus stores, and they are upcoming with 7 stores. They have a strong presence in 22 states. And today we have invited Mr. Abhishek, who is a director at Ximi Vouge. Along with him, we have also invited Ms. Isha. She's a franchise expansion head for them. And today they'll be talking about this great opportunity. So thank you, Abhishek. Thank you, Isha, for joining in today. It is our privilege to invite you on this platform to talk about your brand. Now I invite Isha to start with the presentation so that we understand the correct and the complete model of this particular business. Thank you so much, Isha. Over to you. Isha, you are on mute.
So, hi everyone. So, first of all, my sincere gratitude to Franchisee India and special thanks to Archana for giving us this opportunity today to represent Ximi Vouge. So this is Isha and I take care of franchisee expansion. So we started in India 3 years before through a master franchisee, and that is when I joined. So before I walk you through our brand presentation, I would like all of you to have a feel of our stores. So for that, I'm gonna play a small clip of our flagship store. So just allow me a minute. I still get thrilled when I see this. It was an opening date video, and we get tremendous response by our customers. So, so here we're gonna start this. So to make this presentation quick and understandable, I have divided this in 4 phases. So first we're gonna talk about our global presence. Then we'll talk about domestic presence, then franchisee investment, and in the end, we talk about some facts. Okay, so this is our network worldwide. So if you see here, this is our global presence. So we are present in, in different countries with more than 2,200 stores worldwide. And here we have mentioned some countries where we have our presence. So basically, our forte is to provide the best quality product at a low cost worldwide. And in this slide, this is how we are visible in the map. So here, if you see, there are 1,700 plus stores we have in 80 plus countries. Okay, so in this slide, we are talking about how we started in India. So as I said 3 years before, so in August 2018, we entered in India through a master franchisee. We have our warehouse of 50,000 square feet in Jaipur. So we launched our first flagship store here in Ambience Mall, where you just saw the video. And that was in December 2018. And from here, this journey started. So if you see in January, we have opened 7 plus stores in 1 month. And it was the Debutant Award we received in January 2019. And after that, if you see in June, we were having 25 stores. Then in February, we crossed 55 operational stores. And while coming to 2020, as everyone knows, like this COVID, somehow surprised us. So just coping up with the situation, we have some collaborations with different brands. If you see, we have mentioned here Mama, Beardo, Board. So these are our alliances we have. And then we have launched the Omni channel. So through that, basically our franchisees and we are having our presence online as well. And this is our, in March 2022, we are planning to have basically to cross to 200 plus stores. So this is our future plan. And here you can have a glance of our operational stores. So here we have mentioned some states and cities. If you see, this is our overall presence. And here we have mentioned about our upcoming stores. So if you see, these are planning to be operational this month. So in Hubli, Anjar, Raipur, Goa, Anantnag, Tirupati, Salem, Varanasi. So these are all upcoming presence we have. So here some information regarding our products range. So we have 5,000 plus variety of products, and we deal in 12 plus categories. So here we have mentioned, some categories, like we have products in household. So we have a complete range of household. And then we have cosmetics, we have fashion jewelry, we have stationery products, we have soft toys, and we have footwear. So in footwear, we have slippers for men and women. Then we have gift items for the special occasion, and along with it, we have seasonal items as well. So then we have digital accessories. In digital accessories, we have, all these Bluetooth speakers and, the data cables and all. Then we have office appliances, and after that, these, if you see, undergarments and bags. So the maximum contribution which we have from our category is the household products, the cosmetic, and the soft toys. So these categories provide the maximum, revenue generation contribution. So, and in this slide, we have talked about the global presence, and there are few countries where we have our openings, and this is how, at the first date, basically how this is how the revenue was generated. Okay, so now we are talking about the investment. So our minimum area requirement is 500. Though we open stores average between 500 to 1,000 square feet. This is as per the location we choose, and we understand the market potential. So this is the breakup. If you see, we have mentioned in this slide. So total investment is 30 lakhs plus. So I quickly walk you through this. So we have a franchisee fee of 4 lakhs, which is a one-time non-refundable fees, and we signed the contract for 5 years. And after that, we have a furniture cost, which is 1,000 per square feet. So if you're talking here about 500 square feet, so it is going to be 5 lakhs. Then there is a billing and software cost, which is 1 lakh rupees, and it is as per the actuals. So in this, we provide the POS system, and along with the software which we use. Then we have stock, which is 2,000 per square feet. So for 500 is going to be 10 lakhs. Then we have a approximately cost of 1 lakh rupees, which will be spent on the different consumables, the architect fees and furniture assembly fees. So this is again at actuals. Then there is a civil work cost, which is 1,000 per square feet. And this is also charged at actuals because this option is franchisee can choose, like if they want to get the work done by the company's vendor, or they can get it done locally as well. So we provide all the specification of the work, and accordingly, it can be done. And in the end, there is a cost of 4,50,000. This is again the approximate cost, and it will be charged as per actuals. So this will cover the amount of, if there are lights to be installed, cameras, air conditioning, TV, music system, etc. So this is all charged as per the actuals. So overall, if we talk about our investment, so it's 30 lakhs plus for a 500 square feet store. And so here are some facts, like we signed the contract for 5 years, and when we have to start a process, so we start with signing the LOI. So if any franchisee is interested moving ahead, having business with us, so first he has to sign the LOI and block the location. So when we sign the LOI, the franchisee pay a token amount, which is of 50,000 to block the location. And that LOI is valid for 45 days. So why we have mentioned 45 days here? Because till the time the franchisee's location is blocked, we don't entertain that location to any other franchisee. So that is completely booked on their name till the document is valid. And within that time period, we start looking, for the location. So this is to start the process. And as I mentioned earlier, so 500 square feet is our minimum requirement, and with the minimum frontage of 15 feet, which we prefer. And our preferred areas are high street or neighborhood market or malls. And there is a 38% flat margin on all the products, and that is excluding GST. Okay, so here is the support which is provided by the company. So right from the beginning, when we have to do site evaluation. So here the first visit which we make to the location is by the BD team. So once we have any store in hand, so to do the recce of the market, somebody from the company travels to the location, and they do all the market research, and after that they come up with the data by understanding the market potential. On the basis of that, we take the decision whether we should have to proceed with the location, the particular store or not. So for that, we make one feasibility sheet, and in that we project basically sales, and accordingly we see their expenses. So if it is feasible, then only we proceed with approving any location, or else we start looking for another option in case if it is not going as per our feasibility. So after that, there is a project. If everything goes well, then after that, there is a projects team visit for all the layouts of the store. Then we provide the drawings and, to give you all hand holding for the civil work. And then you have the operational support. And here, once your store is completed and it is under operations, so we provide you one dedicated area manager who will be taking care of your store on daily basis. They will be in touch with your store manager to know about the performance of the store. And they keep sharing ideas with each other, to improve the performance. And then there is a technical support, because everything is tech based, because we have all the systems tech based. So there is no manual thingy which we use for a daily operations. Then there is a NOSO team support. So this is when you open the store, so somebody from the team travels, and they provide trainings to the team, and they be there for 2-3 days, and they take care of all the trainings to the staff and the store manager about the products introduction, and along with the system training. And these are the daily reports which we generate. And then we take care of all our supply chain. So we have our warehouse in Jaipur, and from there we are taking care of all the deliveries at Pan India level. So right now we are operating with one warehouse, but soon we have planned to go for more warehouse in different regions. And there's a marketing support. So once we are partners, so we take care of all the brand presence. So for that, we run online campaign. We do all the pre-buzz social media launch. We do press conferences in some cities where it is required, and we run the daily basis campaign to have our presence online. Okay, so these are the some facts why you should choose Ximi Vouge. So in this model you get the highest per square revenue generated. Then you have the conversion rate. If we talk about, so under this model, in retail, if we talk about, so this model is having the highest conversion rate as per the data. If we talk about, so we have more than 40% conversion as per the footfall. And then, of course, there is a low operating cost and the high margin structure because we provide 38% margin and when we make the feasibility. So because it's a FOFO model, which is franchisee owned and franchisee operated, so all the expenses have been taken care by the franchisee. So when we do the feasibility, so this is what we make it as a projection that if we are making particular sales amounts, so how much should be our expenses. So everything we are able to manage within 16-18% our expenses if we talk about. So 20-22% net profit we save, and on that basis only we take the decision to proceed with any particular store. And ROI, if you talk about, so as per the data, because every store is having a different ROI model, but as per the data, it is covered within 1.5 years maximum. Okay. So we are ready for the question answer session here. So thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much, Isha. Thank you for this beautiful presentation as well as video. But before we take queries, we would like to invite Abhishek also. Abhishek, would you like to give your piece of comment over here? Then probably we'll take all the queries.
Sure, Archana. So thank you, Archana, for giving us the opportunity to present. So just to, like Isha made you go through the entire presentation, we're a very fast growing brand in the country. We've already opened 66 stores here. And on an average, we're opening 6 to 7 stores on a monthly basis. We have a very good customer response because our products are excellent. We're in the right price category. Everything is below 500 rupees. And we get our customers, once they come to our stores, they are very repetitive to the stores. So that's the best part about this format. Out of 100 people coming to the stores, 50% is the conversion rate in our stores. So that is very, very encouraging. And we have very daily life products in our stores, everything from slippers to undergarments, to cosmetics, toys. So every person has something to buy from our stores, be it a 5-year-old kid or a 60-year-old man. Everyone has something or the other to buy from this format of store. And the key part is that the quality of these products is excellent. We lay a lot of emphasis on procurement, and that's the best part about this format. So yeah, Archana, we'd be happy to take any questions that people may have.
Yes, Abhishek. So I second you here, and congratulations on the kind of the work you have done to this particular vertical. And we have seen the growth in your brand. So we would definitely like to take some of the queries. You have answered most of them, but for the benefit of all, because these are quite good queries which everybody should understand, should know. So we would like to definitely take queries. I'll start with one of very senior partner, Monica ji. She has asked that how you are competed with the Mimiso. So maybe any competition benchmark landscape you want to give to us?
Well, there are 3-4 brands in this format that are present in India right now. One is Miniso, Ximi Vouge, Momoso, and there are a couple of more. But, to be very honest, the 2 brands that are leading in the country right now are Miniso and Ximi Vouge. Momoso has very few stores, and I doubt the supply chain is very good. And moreover, in the last 1 year, the pandemic has, it's given us more strength, that only the players who have the real supply chain have survived in the last 1 year. So we've shown that strength, and our supply chain capabilities are very strong. So that's what I'd like to say is our strength.
Sure. So you spoke about the SCM. Would you like to talk about our stock replenishment also? Because that plays a very important role in any kind of the variety retail, right? So would you like to comment on that also?
We use a very automated software. So all our procurements are on a very automated basis where replenishments from China and our local procurements are done on very data oriented basis. And we for our franchisees also, we give a lot of help in replenishments to them also. So we have a team sitting here in our office, which helps our franchisees to give them alerts and give them all the data points to make the replenishments at the right time, at the right product, and the right pricing. It's it's India is such a big country, and every different parts of the country sells different kind of products. So data is very, very key in this, and we have a very good data analytics team here.
Sure, Abhishek. So, Abhishek, we have our audience, rather investor, who wants to understand more on the non-moving stock. So you have already replied to that, but would you like to comment on how non-moving stock would be done? And the second question is, what about the product warranty? So once it's sold, do we have any kind of the product warranty also attached to every SKU?
See, yeah, we on our digital category products, we do have a 6 months replacement warranty. And like you asked me about how what do we do for the dead stock. Like I said, we have stores in every part of the country now. So we do, to be very honest, it's a cash and carry model that we work on, but we help our franchisees in rotating the stock. So let's say a particular store in Rajasthan is not selling one kind of product, that might be selling in another part of the country. It might be selling somewhere in the south in one of our stores. So in that way, we try and rotate the stock. Wherever there is dead inventory lying in a particular store, we try and shift it to another store. But that is on the we take a call from the other franchisee also. We try and rotate the stock like that.
Sure. So Abhishek and Isha, if you want to take any query in question and answer box, you can take, because we have so many queries. But I would like to talk more on the margin part, because this is what any of the investor would be looking for if they take a franchise. So would you like to comment on margin part, how it plays in that particular retail sector?
So we offer 38% margins, which is a very healthy margin. Yeah.
So and if you're looking for any negotiation, so we also, play with very thin margins. So 38% is the fixed margin which we have on each and every product.
Great. And since you are already operational in 66 plus stores, would you like to comment on the rollout cities? What would be your rollout cities focus? Because we have pan-India audience joining in. So we want to understand which will be your top cities where you will give more focus on.
See, there's nothing like top cities, because we are having our presence at pan India level. So this brand is basically, and the kind of products we have, this is all acceptable by the audience. So initially when we started, our focus was to start in all metros to have our presence. So this is how initially when we opened 50 plus stores in 1 year. So we mostly have our stores in all the metros. So after that, as everybody knew, since this COVID came to India surprisingly, so it impacted the business overall. So just to cover that out, first of all, the franchisee model which we are talking right now, we have reduced that. So earlier we were working on the different model. So the area requirement was also 1,000 square feet, and that was especially for the metros, and the initial investment was also 50 to 60 lakhs. However, this new model we specially launched for our tier 2, tier 3 towns, because we saw the potential there. So this new model where we are opening stores in 500 square feet with the minimum investment of 28 lakhs, where most of the investment is at actuals. So this has given us a great response because after COVID we have opened most of the stores in our tier 2, tier 3 towns, like especially in northeast, as we have our presence. So we have opened stores in small districts or the towns. If I name few, like Churachandpur, we have Itanagar, we have a store in Itanagar in northeast. Then there is Imphal, Jorhat. Agartala as well. So there all we have our presence, and here, recently in Gujarat, we have opened 2 stores, in Jamnagar and Anjar. So amazing response. If you talk about the sales, see, Anjar is such a small, city if we talk about. And the first day sale, yesterday only that store was operational, and again, the tremendous response because they have made a sale of 2 lakhs plus in the opening. So that's what I'm saying. So there is a lot of potential. The only thing which we have to take care is, to open stores at a right location with right rentals. And here the company provide all the support. So once any franchisee shows interest for any area, so once they are partners with us, we start our work. So first, the Reiki which we do is only to understand the potential of that particular area along with the location. So after doing all our market research, only we come to this decision whether we should have to proceed with the same location or we should be looking for another option. So these all market Reiki and everything is done by the company.
Sure, sure. So Isha, every approval, every scrutiny of the location is done by you guys. And what kind of the preference you would be having for a specific location? So it has it to be on the ground floor or a first floor? So any specification, any parameter for such kind of location also?
Yes. So, as everybody has seen our business model, so we have products, starting from a range of 50 rupees and it goes up to 1500. So basically, we cover all the masses. So our preferred areas are, if we are going on a high street or a neighborhood market for that matter, because there is again, a good response by the audience, which are located in neighborhood, which basically prefer to shop, from the neighborhood market. So if we are going on a high street or a neighborhood market, we prefer to have a ground floor. And if we are choosing a mall, so that we evaluate what floor we should be choosing for our presence. So that depends on the circulation of the mall. So why I'm saying ground floor, because it really makes a difference. So for example, if somebody is really keen for our brand, see, I tell you, we are not a brand, where people, look for us and, going to any location to get get their shopping done. So we are the brand where we only have to focus on the good footfall area, because if we are visible in a market where, we are easily approachable, so people have a look, they like the look and feel of the store, the kind of interiors we have. So once they are having a look in the store, so we have, multiple variety products. So when they have a look, so they can buy anything or the, from the store as they think it is a current requirement. Maybe, if I still, if I visit any of our stores, I feel like buying something which I feel is missing, for my daily use items. So this is the beauty of this particular brand. So that is why I'm saying, so if we are easily approachable to the customer, and we serve to all age group, our customer is, from a young generation to the old people, because we have something or the else to serve to all our age group people. So that's what I'm saying. So it is very important us to be approachable from customer point of view.
Sure, sure, Isha. So Isha, in line to our margin part only, because you guys have explained that it's 38%. Is my 38% a flat margin or varies from my product and SKU line also?
I know. So 38% is the flat margin we have on all the products. So there is no varies basically we have.
Sure. And we spoke about the unit. So unit franchise only. Are you looking out for master franchise also? Because that's the one of the query we have in our question and answer box.
See, we have come up to India through a master franchisee only. So we, as an organization, has taken a master franchisee for India, by our parent company. So any store has to be opened in India will be through our company. So we are not further looking for any master franchisee concept. So, but if somebody is interested, can probably go for multiple stores, and for that, if we see, if we can, after having a meeting, we can see what can be, win-win for us as a brand, and for them as a franchisee.
Sure, sure. So multi-unit option is available for any of the investor for that particular city. And what will be the distance between one store and two stores? So what is a parameter we follow in this particular format?
So we don't go as per the distance. Basically, how do we understand this? Because we go as per the catchment. So what happens is, like, let's say if we have opened a store in any particular city, and we see there is a more potential, of that market to go for multiple stores. Because what happens usually, if any of the city is having a potential to go for multiple stores, if we as a brand will not go ahead, some competition brand will open the store. So there will always be a competition. So what we do is, we do all our market recce, and we only focus, like, the catchment should not be the same. So it should not be like, the same kind of people are going to both the locations. It has to be completely in a different catchment. So we should be having the different set of people for one store, and a completely different audience for the another store. If it is a gap here, so we can definitely proceed.
Sure, sure. And Isha, Isha and Abhishek, obviously, would you like to talk about the procurement of stock, how it happens, and then how you distribute to all your partners?
Okay, so how is our supply chain? Is we have our warehouse in Jaipur, and currently we are taking care of all our supplies from our Jaipur warehouse. So how it happens is, like, once franchisee is placing an order for the first fill, or maybe for the reordering. So everything is through the system. So they will be receiving on weekly basis, the list from our warehouse team about the products, the new arrived product, or maybe whatever the availability we have in the warehouse, what all fast moving products we have in different stores. So as per the data, we make a list on a weekly basis, and we provide to all our franchises. So the franchises are having the option to choose an order. So they can go through the list, and accordingly they can place the order for their store. And because the payment and everything all in advance, we work. So once the order is finalized, they make the payment through the system. Once the payment is completed, we take 1 or 2 days time for packaging, and after that, whatever the transportation time takes, so we deliver from there, and it reaches to the franchisee store. So the local flight has to be taken care by the franchisee, and we as an organization take care of all the imports we have from China, of the products.
Okay, so all product come from China only, right?
Yes, but recently, we have some changes in that. We have some brands, as I mentioned in my presentation. Also, we have some Indian brands collaborations. So, but again, it is optional. The option will be given to the franchises if they want to have a products from Mamaearth, or there's a company called Beardo. But again, we have a very great response by these brands, and they are definitely adding value, in our sales. If we talk about, so that is why, again, but it is optional. I mean, the franchisee is having the option to choose them for their store, or if they don't want, if they want completely imported from China, so they can even have that. And we have some manufactured products from India also. So when the list will be provided to them, they will be having option of all the products from China, Indian manufactured, or these alliances.
Sure, sure. So Isha and Abhishek, next question which I want to take is again from our audience. So do you have any kind of the online app or online presence? Are you selling to any of the important online platform also?
Definitely, Archana, we do have our presence online, and it is important as well, because that is how you gain the customers' confidence. Because these days it is very important, because people have a look online when they see the ad, or while just surfing the net, and when they go to the market, and if they see the same brand, so they can relate. So that is one of the reasons from starting we are having our presence online. But of course, because our main business is through retail, so the online presence is not having the option of having products the complete range. So the complete range definitely the customer will be getting at the retail store, but they get few options online for the presence purpose. And now we have become the omni channel. So through that, what is happening, because this COVID situation has made us to be flexible in our the terms which we had earlier. So this omni channel, how it is helping our franchisees is we will be having our presence online, and there are some marketplace also we have where we sell our products like Amazon and Flipkart. So now the earlier we were having the deliveries only from our warehouse, so we were taking care of all this. But now as the franchisee can also participate. So if any franchisee is interested selling online, so we can upload their inventory to all the marketplaces, and whatever the order they will be receiving, and so whatever will be the nearest pin code, it will be delivered from there, and franchisee will be getting the additional margin for the same. So this is the benefit of omni channel.
Sure, Isha. So Isha, any query you want to take from our audience? We have list of queries from our audience. I would like to take one query, which is from Naresh Kumar. He wanted to understand the average sale in Indian store nowadays. So everybody is affected because of the COVID. So how's the response during this particular time, and what kind of the sales one can expect?
So when COVID situation arrived in India, definitely it was a surprise for everybody, because nobody expected this kind of situation ever before. So definitely initially when it came last year, because of these lockdown things and everything, the business was impacted. Many of the stores got shifted to the smaller model, and the only problem which everybody was facing was the rental part, because it was a difficult situation, because there was no footfall in the market, and where the landlords were not ready to give their contribution in the rental part. So of course, so that was there was a situation when all of our franchisees faced issues. But how we manage that is like we personally had the meetings basically with all the landlords, so that we can get support from them as well. And secondly, as I said, the new model which we have launched, so here there is a less risk of the more investment. So here the investment is less, because if somebody is investing 28-30 lakhs, so 10 lakhs state you are spending on your stock. So the rest 16-17 lakhs has been spent on the furniture or the civil part. So that is how, if we have a good location with low renters, so again, there is no impact on the sales, because if you are making a less numbers also, and your expenses are manageable, still your store is able to survive in any situation. And after COVID, last year, of course, it was a hit. But now, if we talk about, so this has become the habit, of the people. Now people are comfortable under this situation. People shop also. It's not like nobody is ready to move outside. Everything is happening good. And since the festive season has started now, so again the response is as earlier when it used to be. So yes. So what I'm saying is, in any situation, whether we are making more numbers or less numbers, if the store is having, the controlled expenses, we are definitely able to survive in any situation arise.
Sure. So Isha, you spoke about festival season, discount kind of a season, and India, like we have a different kind of a culture in India. So some brands may be launching different market tips like discount, festival offers. What about your brand, Ximi Vouge? How do you cater to cultural and the festivals offers? So how does that work?
Well, Archana, so we are typical Indians, and I know when any festive season comes, so people look for the sales board everywhere. though the kind of model which we have, it is already, we are already a discounted store. Like if you see the product range, it starts from 50 rupees and it goes maximum to 1500. So the complete range we have within this price point. So that is why we don't really prefer to have further discounts on them, because the kind of pricing we have for the products, we are able to manage in that. I mean, there is no customer, I would say, will not buy anything just because there's no discounts running. So we as an organization don't really entertain the discounts part. But yes, if any franchisee wants to do it occasionally, maybe just for their presence and to attract more footfall for the store, so they can consult with the company and they can take the approvals, and then they can proceed with the discount. So for discount also, it is a strategy. It's not like we just randomly select the percentage. So we do all the research for that, and accordingly we decide, we help basically franchisee to decide on which all products they should be having the discount, and how much should be the percentage of that. But we as an organization don't really entertain discounts.
Sure. And Isha and Abhishek, very important part for any of the organization is the manpower, the sales team, right? So how does that work in Ximi Vouge, and what kind of a training we provide to staff? That is my first query. And my second query with if somebody leaves, how the training for the new batch will happen. So how does that works?
Okay, how it happens is like we are having a FOFO model, which is our franchisee owned and franchisee operated model. So all the expenses has been taken care by the franchisee. So same for the staff as well. So when they hire the staff, right from the starting, our area manager will definitely help you in doing the appointments of the staff. So they take all these online interviews, and they help them to take decision whom they should be taking. And after that, at the opening, we have a NSO team who travels to the location, and they stay there for 4 or 5 days, and they provide all the trainings regarding the products and the system and everything. And once it is done, after that the area manager, they create a group basically where they have all the store managers and the other executives in that group, and on daily basis they keep sharing the sales performance. So accordingly, they get the trainings maybe on weekly basis, or 15 days they will have the online session there. They will be talking about their performance, and the area manager will be telling them how they can do the upselling to improve the performance. Or if somebody is already doing good, so they also take ideas from them, what additionally they are doing for this. So it is an ongoing thing. Area manager will always be in touch with the store manager about the training part, or about the performance of the store.
Sure. And Isha, in line to this query, I would like to understand, is there any kind of the audit we do to check the adherence of the SOPs you guys follow?
Sorry, I didn't get your question.
Okay, so I'm asking, we understand the entire scenario. We understand it's the franchisee invested, franchisee operated model, but do we do any kind of the audit mechanism? Do we have any kind of the audit mechanism to check whether the stock is properly displayed or not? What kind of the parameters we are following in store? Is that any kind of
the same again, as I said, it will be a dedicated area manager, so they'll be keep visiting to these stores. So they do all the audits. So they do all the surprise visits as well. So once the store is operational, maybe in every 3-4 months, they make a visit to the store to see if there is any improvement required, if there is any merchandise change also required. So they help them doing that. So this is how it is. So it is all taken care by the area manager. So for each and every store, there is a dedicated area manager, and they'll be taking care of all the operations.
Sure. That answers. my query. And we spoke about the agreement period. So would you like to give more clarity on agreement period, that once it's done, how we take it further? Is it a renewable, non-renewable, renewal with a extra fee, with the same fee?
So it is a very simple thing. So we signed the agreement for 5 years, and the franchisee fee which we have mentioned, it's a 4 lakh rupees. It's a one-time non-refundable fee. So it is a kind of opportunity cost which we take. So this is the agreement has to be for 5 years, and after that, if any franchisee wants to continue, so it is again for another 5 years. So it is going to be 5 plus 5, and we don't have any renewal fees. So the 4 lakhs is just a one-time fee, and in between also we don't have any royalty fee or nothing.
Sure, sure. I have very important question from one of our investor. He wants to understand that if you can just give us the what will be the average turnover for these 66 franchise stores, and which one is the highest and the lowest turnover store. And obviously there should be one best practice which one store is following and other won't follow. So would you like to throw some light on this particular piece?
Okay, so see, if you're talking about the performance of the store, the sales part, so every store has a different potential, because it completely depends, like where we have a store, which area, which town, which city, and what is the size of the store, what are the rentals, they are bearing. So everything matters basically, to take out this data. But average, if we talk about, so we have stores, in small districts, like, this in one Rourkela, this one store we have, and recently we have opened in J&K, like Anantnag is one store, we are going to open, and in Leh Ladakh, there's one store we have, and in Northeast again, the Chirachandpur, Itanagar I've mentioned. So they are making a sale of minimum, we can say 7 to 8 lakhs. We can say the minimum sale they are generating. But as I said, because their expenses are manageable, so again they're also in profit. And the maximum, if we talk about, so of course there's one store we have here in Good Earth Mall in Gurgaon. So they do a sale of around 35 lakhs monthly sale they generate. But again, their expenses are also accordingly, so they also save equal kind of profit.
Sure. So you spoke about Anantnag. You have opened a store in Anantnag, and we have one of
Anantnag is the upcoming store, will be operational this month.
Okay. Okay. So we have Mr. Abdul Bhatt, who wants to understand more the presence in Srinagar and J&K, and he already having a store, which I can see in a question and answer box. He's already having a store, and he wants to understand the procedure to talk to you. To sir, you can be in touch with Franchiseindia team. We will connect with you after this particular webinar, and we'll try to set up a call with Abhishek and Isha for you. So Isha and Abhishek, you want to take query in our question and answer session? I can see a couple of queries, but any specific query which you think we should be?
Yeah, I'm just having a look. Just give me a moment.
Yeah.
Okay, so here somebody has asked about the investment for 1,000 square feet store. So we have mentioned already the per square feet cost. So you can have an idea from that slide, or probably Archana and I will share maybe end of this session.
Yeah, we'll share all the documents and PPT with everyone who are here with us. We'll try to give you the documents so you understand end to end about the business model.
Monica has asked how many staff is needed for one store. So for a 500 square feet, if we talk about, so 2 to 3 staff initially are enough to operate. So one is a store manager, and along with him or her, we can have 2 executives. So maximum 3 for a 500 square feet store. And
Abhishek, would you like to take any query?
I think more or less everything is there in our presentation, and further from here, if anybody wants more clarifications, we can have a separate call with them or a meeting with them to take it ahead. But I think most of the questions other than that have been answered by us.
Sure. Isha, you want to take last query before we say final goodbye to our audience? And then probably I'll invite Abhishek for the closing remarks, and you also. Last query you want to take it.
Okay.
Isha, you want to take any last query? Otherwise, I'll
Yeah,
invite.
I'm just
Yeah,
having a look. Just give me a
sure.
moment.
We tried cover answering most of the queries. So we don't
Okay,
have the.
so Mr. Naresh has asked what is the average sale in India stores nowadays? Okay, so there is nothing average sale. It completely depends because in retail we always have seasons and off seasons. So accordingly the store performs. So like for retail, from August month onward, we have a very good period to generate maximum sales. So right from August till February, we have this opportunity to grab maximum sale. So these are the performing months, and after that, store makes the normal average sale where they are able to take out all their expenses. So whatever the sale they are generating, and they are able to manage their expenses. So it's always on a break even. So and.
So I'm also checking if any last. So I would like to take the last query again from Naresh Kumarji. Isha and Abhishek, he's asking, all the fixtures are provided by you, or we can also arrange to minimize our cost? So is there a set SOP for the furniture and fixtures?
Yes, definitely. The furniture is something which is provided by the company because we have to maintain the standard worldwide. So that is not something where we provide the individual orders to the franchises. But a part of that, the civil work and the other consumables, that all are at actuals. So they can get it done, the civil work part from the local vendors, and whatever the other consumables are required for the interiors, so that also can be done at actuals, including the billing machines or the cameras, light, music system, TV. So these all can be done at actual. So the furniture amount and the franchisee fee and the stock amount has to be given to the company, and rest can be done locally from the local vendors.
Sure. So thank you so much, Abhishek. Thank you so much, Isha, for joining in today. But now I would like to invite Abhishek for his closing remarks, and then Isha for her closing remarks.
Yeah, thank you, Archana. Thank you for doing this webinar and inviting so many people. We were pleased to present about our company, and we are very excited, and we welcome anybody to have a personal meeting with us after this event, or have a personal call. We would be more than happy to answer any further questions that you may have. We have limited spaces in all cities, so we'd be very keen, whoever is interested, to take an action very fast, because every city has we wouldn't be able to open more than a couple of stores, and we have a lot of inquiries, and the market is now back in action. We really see the business growing fast from here onwards. So we look forward to getting in touch with people. Thank you, Archana.
Look forward, Abhishek, and you mentioned about the personal meeting, and we would like to fix a date where we can invite all the potential business buyers. So we understand that many of the investors have joined us today. We'll be filtering out their profile. We'll be sharing the documents with them. Any date which you can share with us, where we can have maybe a personal meeting, call, or a physical tour to your any of the store. So any date which you and Isha can give us, maybe after a week, maybe 16th, 17th.
We'll have to just look into our calendar and get back to you on that.
Sure, no worries. So I'll be in touch with Isha for our Discovery Day date, because that's the day where invite all our investors after filtering out the profile, giving them the understanding about the business model, and try to set up a tri-party call with you. So thank you so much, Abhishek. Now I invite Isha for her closing remarks.
Okay, so Archana, while we conclude this session, I just have a one-liner to share. We as an organization, we really don't believe in beating around the bush. Instead, we strongly believe in providing end-to-end support. So yes. So thank you for all your time, and we are here for any further queries if somebody wants to have after the session.
Sure. So thank you so much, Abhishek. Thank you so much, Isha, for joining in today. Thank you. Special thanks to Isha because she spent her Sunday with us for the dry run. Really appreciate that. And we look forward to have more and more tri-party call with you on Discovery Day. The day and the date we will announce later on. But thank you so much for joining in today. High regards to you. And dear friends, thank you so much for joining this particular webinar. Do reach out to us at our business hotline number, which is 97176-83838. We will definitely share all the documents with each one of you because we have got requests from your side. And Abdulji, who is from Srinagar, we will definitely set up your call with the brand maybe today or tomorrow, maybe after this particular webinar, and we'll give you the more of the clarity. Also, all the dear friends, you can reach out to us at our different social handles, which is Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and Twitter. Do share your suggestion and feedback with us because that will help us in improving our processes. You want a guidance as well as expert advice from Gaurav sir and Sonia ma'am, you can get so by joining them at the LinkedIn IDs. Information we have just shared with you. So please join them at their respective LinkedIn IDs. And as we always say that Franchiseindia team is there to help you with the maximum business solutions. We wish you to join us for our Bharat Franchise Show. Under our Bharat Franchise Show, today we are inviting you to join us for our Trivandrum chapter, which will start at 7 p.m. We have invited the brand founders and the directors of 5 top companies. They will come talk to you digitally, will showcase their business model for each one of you. So do registration right now, either at our business hotline number, or you can also visit us at the Facebook page where we have shared the link. And tomorrow under our business opportunity of a chai 12 p.m. webinar, we wish you to join us for Chic. That's the April retail opportunity we have got for you. They have a strong presence in India with 16 plus outlets. You wish to understand their end-to-end business model as well as financial model. Do join us tomorrow for this particular webinar. Do registration right now. Again, either at our business hotline number, or you can write to us at the feedback@franchiseindia.com, or you can go to the Facebook page. But thank you so much once again for joining in today. Have a very safe day ahead. Stay safe, stay happy. Thank you so much, Abhishek. Thank you so much, Isha.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Take
you,
care.
sir.
Take care.
Thanks
Bye.
a lot.
Thank you, Archana.
Bye.